Welcome to Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, a unique and special environment in college football. This crowd coming together to make up the 12th man, trying to make it very difficult for any opponent. We've been tracking this matchup for weeks, thinking about a possible top 5 collision. Both teams have done their part, and now here we are, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Aggies will kick it away to start us off. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So, good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he's going to float this one to the right side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive. Getting that ball downfield. Stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. That's a design quarterback keeper. And the defense smothers him for no gain. The Sooners will bring their punt team onto the field. On a punt now for the first time today. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback keeps it here. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. The Aggies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Motion now from the tight end. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Extending the play now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring it. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Try and muscle for the first down. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
They get just enough for the first down here. Nice job by the offensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage and giving the back a chance to pick up the first down.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Makes the grab, but doesn't get much. He's going to be ruled down short of the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Same tailback, another carry. Will he score here? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, A&M. Took some extra time in the weight room, hanging off on that play.
What a job shedding tackles, crossing that goal line. And if you're this defense, you've got to focus a bit more on the fundamentals and wrapping up, because poor tackling teams get exposed by running backs like this.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jefferson. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver. So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. The Sooners will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Aggies come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Catch made on the right side. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And he's going to float this one to the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
The Aggies will line up to kick it away. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. And the head coach's gamble there pays off. They do get the first down.
Hey, snapping to an offset player like that is much harder than it looks. And to put it exactly where it needed to be, that was perfect.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. But they don't get the connection. That one is incomplete. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And the Aggies will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Trying to extend the play. but it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge fourth down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Great job.
I did not see these. Come on, bro. Ready?
Line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's gone. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
That completion makes it second and medium. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Powers through. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. And the Sooners have 1st and 10 here. Movement here from the tight end. They're going to run it here. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
That defensive back played that route so well. Right on the receiver's hip, saw the ball, and just swatted it away.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. The clock is still running. I'll have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Instantly, though. 2 of y'all. Come on, bro. 3 of y'all.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Looks like Texas A&M will have the 1st down. 4th down conversion gives them a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. Got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble now. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, looking to throw it. The pass rush closing in. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
You know, I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. He's going to pull it down and run. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Catch made all the way down inside the 35.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Caught quickly. Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it from the red zone.
Oh, what are these overthrows, bro?
One more play.
Keep bailing him out.
So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete, a last gasp pass as time expires in the 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. QB decides to keep it here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the linebacker is really the quarterback of the defense on this play. Diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks to the left. Pass caught.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Big gain across midfield. They'll spot it down near the 30. The Aggies hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Using his legs on the scramble. Finding some room at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Pressure is coming. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Trash.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Got space, looking to score. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the 1st down.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Handoff from the shotgun. A quick juke. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Now the offense is set up with a short field. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And He'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
This is a nice job here by this defense on 3rd down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his 1st down, but they keep him short to set up this 4th down.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 4th down, looking to throw for it. He's got it, enough for a 1st down. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the 1st down.
Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Takes the handoff on the counter play. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Took contact on the throw. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Boy, what a throw. But what's more impressive is the toughness by that quarterback, knowing he's about to get hit and still makes that throw.
Empty backfield now as they go for 2. The linebacker shifting around now. And he's stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They can't build on their lead here. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. This one will be fair caught. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Makes a quick grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. On the ground, it's Vaughn. And he's brought down after a short gain does not make the 1st down yardage. The Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And they pick up the 1st on the ground. Trucks through the defender. That picks up a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the 1st down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to...
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackle made at the 24 as they began to put a drive together.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Man, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on second down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. To the end zone, but
overthrow so many passes
obviously
today.
They had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Lets it go quickly. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock. Instead, throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
Defense is coming after him. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
He's on the run. Launches deep. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. The DB's backing off from the line now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. But just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And that's going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll boot it away from the 20. We'll see what he can do with the return. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Can he take it all the way? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And they'll fling this one deep down the middle. And this one is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open. Would have been a huge gain.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage. Looked like a big play, if not a touchdown. And the receiver just dropped the ball.
Running out of time in the pocket. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack. And the defense will spend a timeout here. Stop on the clock with 21 seconds remaining. It's 4th down and a long way to go, but they're going to go for it. Here comes a handoff. He did not make the first down yardage. It's a big stop for this defense as they try to cut into this lead.
Well, this is exactly what you should do if you want to give your opponent a chance to get back into the game. Up by a couple scores, good field position, chance to punt this ball away, rely on your defense, but instead you go for it and you give your opponent great field position and now a chance to get back in the game.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, A&M. And the defense adds 6 for the interception return. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability.